Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am Abe with MysticGenMara.com, a small town mystic from the middle of Idaho. And tonight, whenever you happen to see this, I would like to offer the love and relationship reading for the elemental energy of fire. Fire covers the zodiac signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So if you're Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, then this is going to be for you. How I like to do my relationship readings is we will take a check and see which chakra is the one that's lighting up the most and what message can come from there. And then we pull a couple of tarot cards and see how we can maybe tap more deeply into that information. I read first for the fire or elemental singles, and then we look at those who are actively in relationships. These messages are general, so take what works, leave the rest for someone else. So for our fire singles, we are starting off with number 9, and if you're curious about any of the decks I'm using, they're linked in the description down below. And for number 9, we have Flow for our fire singles. With this one, what I'm hearing is this is a good time to go with the flow. Don't put a lot of stock in, I have to make these plans and I have to structure everything. This is like you can get into that state by really being more gentle with yourself and seeing where things lead you. I'm feeling there's a lot of relationships that are options that are coming forward right now, but it's really, what I'm getting is really about take your time and don't rush things. It's not gonna work out the best if you're trying to force the situation. Go with the flow, fire singles, and see what the universe has to offer. So now we'll check in with the book and see what it has to add. The second chakra, so this is your sacral chakra, it is the element of water. So fire, this is kind of the opposite energy for you. After breathable air, water is the element most essential to life. It is widely used to symbolize emotions, intuition, and the depths of being, also the depths of feeling. Deep connection with the waves of emotion, it is often bound with the importance of family, love, the birthright of life, tender-hearted communications, teardrops of sadness or joy, and the subconscious mind. On the negative side, it can relate to jealousy, envy, depression, moodiness, being too sensitive or overindulgent, and self-destructive behavior in response to being sad. So it's definitely saying you don't want to go too aggressive with the emotions. Just see where they're at and check in with yourself. So our keywords are going with the flow, expressing waves of emotion, depths of feeling, affection, imagination, experiencing moods, receptivity, fertility, and fantasy. Fire singles, there's a lot going on for you guys and gals out there. And what I'm hearing with this one is if you have water in your charts, this is also a good time to tap more into that sensitive side. Fire is very passionate. It can be very aggressive at times. It's all about expansion and growth, but when you're working with that flow state, you're tapping into that more water aspect. So it's a good time to work with your feelings, work with your emotions. If something's coming up that's causing some sadness, or maybe there's some other things that are showing up that are bringing like really powerful joy and ecstasy type feelings, see what's going on, because they're saying you've got a lot of positive motion right now, fire singles, but it's saying don't get overzealous and don't get too aggressive. Those emotions, because you're fiery by yourself, with that water state can actually spike pretty aggressively, so you want to modulate them a little bit and work with it. And fire versus water, you're kind of working with opposite energy, so finding that union of opposites is actually going to be hugely beneficial going forward. So your first tarot is the King of Earth, generous, professional, responsible, and practical. A successful time, confidently accepting opportunities, and the Midas touch. Fire singles, you have got a lot of positive things going for you this month. And what I'm hearing with that water energy, that flow state with the sacral chakra, is this is where you can really expand. You can charm anyone at this point if you choose, and it's really about being upfront with yourself and honest with yourself. That way, when you are being that charming, charismatic person that you are very good at being, you're able to do so from a place of more honesty about yourself. So there's a lot less deception in your relationships. With the King of Earth, we're also working with some foundational energy. So this could lead fire singles into a little bit of a relationship if that's what you're looking for. They're saying with the King of Earth, it could be very strong nesting energy where you're looking maybe for more of a long-term thing. But with the King of Earth, you have a lot of positive things that are coming in. Just don't get distracted and keep that ego in check is what I'm hearing. So your second is the Ace of Fire, an exciting new opportunity, career advancement, changing your life now. Career, not so much. That's not what we're focused on. But with these two coming together, you have got so much options to look at. If you're looking for something long term, Ace of Fire is saying, let's get this thing started. Let's get that spark moving. But King of Earth is saying, what we're working with here is actually building towards something very long term. So in relationships, as far as the fire singles, you could have some very passionate new connections coming in, and you might be able to trigger one of those, or it might be the one that comes in with that King of Earth to help you find the one that you're wanting to settle down with, or that person that is kind of the one that completes what you're looking for. So fire singles, you've got a lot of positive going on here. If you're looking for love this month, you could have some pretty fun times and some pretty intimate connections. They kept showing me other images, and I was like, what are you asking me? Intimate is what they're looking for. So definitely explore what's going on, fire singles. So let's take a peek at our fire couples and see where their energy sits. We're working with the energy of fear for our fire couples. This is really saying the fear is fear of change and fear of difficulty is what I'm hearing. But it's also saying there's fear of the past, there's something coming up. But what I'm getting with this is you've got this conquered individual down here. So whatever it is that you're afraid of, you really have already dealt with this. So you're jumping at ghosts is what I'm hearing. So it's not something you want to focus on, fire couples. It's good to let whatever's going on go, because it's not something that's in the now. Learn the lesson and move on from it. There's no point in toting it around. So we have on the fear card the goddess Kali. That's this beautiful lady right here with the skirt of limbs. And Kali is one of the many incarnations of the divine feminine energy. She is associated with what for most people is the biggest fear, the fear of death. With her tongue sticking out and her hair in wild disarray, she can look angry and appear strangely demonic. At other times, she can appear beautiful and shower her devotees with compassion and gifts. The sword she uses severs the ego and destroys the demons that can inspire fear, protect against it, or dissolve it. Her mala, which is this necklace right there, you almost can't see it, is of human skulls, and it shows her disinterest in outside beauty and her disdain for pride. And when Kali shows up in her motherly aspect, Kali Ma, it's one of the most beautiful experiences if you ever do work with the Hindu deities, because in her motherly form, it is the most intense motherly aspect. Fire Kali is so much tied into your type of energy. Anything that she does is done full bore, zero holds barred. So be prepared if you ever touch that energy. Key words: lack of awareness, insecurity, fear, stress, getting caught in others' demands or expectations, shadows of deception. You're working in the root chakra. So these are foundational things for fire couples. And what I'm hearing is the foundation of your relationship, fire, has been on love and trust. One or both. They're not saying for sure how this is playing out. So however this works for you, one or both is dealing with some fear of past things. Well, what if they judge me? Well, they're already with you and they love you, so why are you bringing up things like that? Or the fear of the what ifs. They're saying don't bother about what ifs. What ifs are ways of stirring up pots that probably didn't need to be stirred in the first place. So don't stress over the what ifs and the past. Work through the past. If it's something that maybe is a little bit more than you're ready to handle on your own, you can seek outside help, couples therapy, singles, however that works. But definitely take the time to understand, why are you feeling this fear? What's going on? And if you feel drawn to her, work with Kali in her aspect of Kali Ma, the divine mother. With that energy, you can actually overcome a lot. When she's in her more aggressive state, this particular aggressive state, she's all about taking out things that are blocking or things that are in the way. So if you are working with her in straight up Kali mode, be aware that the changes and energies that she's bringing in, while very foundational, are also not really optional. When she gets going, she just starts taking things out of the problem. So work with Kali Ma, it's much more gentle. With that, we'll go into your tarot with the Six of Earth, gifts of money, time, or effort, new careers, opportunities, receiving a loan, paying off debts. So when we're looking at this aspect of Earth, it's about what you give out is returned. I cannot say that word right now. And with the Six of Earth, it's saying make sure that you're balancing your work life and your home life. Make sure that you're balancing your social life with the intimate partner life. The Six of Earth is about being rewarded for the things that you do, but it's not in a blatant reward of, I'm so special. In this aspect, it's, what have we done together? How are we going to address this? Like, everyone works, and everyone works in weird ways anymore, but that doesn't mean you have to work to separate ends. Do your jobs, that's fine. When you come together, though, you're going towards similar or same goals. And the Six of Earth is saying, when you come together in wisdom, when you come together in beauty, when you come together in passion, where you are coming together, both partners, to give to the other person. You're not about taking, you're giving. By giving, you're also opening yourself to receiving, and that is bringing a new balance, and that can be a much deeper aspect of a relationship for all parties involved, earth or fire singles, couples. I'm all over the place. So fire couples really take this time to remember why you fell in love with that person. Remember that connection, because if you bring this energy and you work with Kali Ma, the fear, the doubt, the insecurities melt. They fade. They no longer hold any power. Just so you're aware, they're shadows. They don't hold a lot of power to start with. Shine some light on those things and make them go away. Your second tarot is number 1, the Magician. So this is major life lesson, major arcana. With Archangel Raziel, you are ready, you have the resources or abilities to manifest. Life is magical. Fire couples, you have already been doing the amazing relationship. You have all the tools at your disposal. You at least have access to the ones that you may not physically possess in the moment. What this is saying, tied into the Six of Earth, is do the things that expand. You have all the gifts, talents, skills, abilities, and consciousness to be able to make Six of Earth so easy and so fluid, where you bond with your partner and you take it to that deeper level. Be open, be honest, and that can be a little vulnerable. So don't get too nervous if you are feeling that way, because your partner is feeling that way too, just so you're aware. So take the time to really bond with each other and deepen that relationship. With the Magician, you're really getting told you have all the tools you need. You have all of the things to build an amazing relationship. Don't worry about the finance part. Don't worry about the house. Don't worry about the job. Those things are all, to a certain extent, replaceable. Let's flip it to say, but it's true. When you come to a relationship that's really deep and bonded, those are kind of irreplaceable. So put the time and effort into keeping that healthy. And by doing that, the tools to plan out the rest of it all fall into place, because you have that support structure in your partner and in your life. That's also saying bringing in spirit, God, source, divine into that relationship is going to help deepen it and grow it as well. So fire couples, it's really looking like you're going to have some spicy time, not just in bedroom, but just in life in general, because they're saying you have the ability to conquer your fears of the past, get your foundation strengthened, which is going to set you up for so many amazing things in the future. With that, I will let you guys go. Have a great month of February, and I will see you in the next video.